Little guitars can be found on Van Halen's fifth album, Diver Down. First, you got to tune the guitar properly. So you're going to take standard tuning, and then you're going to tune everything up 3 frets. So the E is going to become a G, the A is going to become a C, D is going to become an F, and so on. Then after you've done that, you're going to take your E string and you're going to tune it down to a D, and then you're going to go from there. There's too much detail for me to explain in the short video, so we'll just touch on the important points. That intro riff starts off on the A string and the E string, so the A string is going to be the 5th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and open A. And then you're going to get this kind of a rhythm. Then he's going to come up and play these chords, and these are all suspended chords. We know what those are. If this is D major here, you're going to take that 3rd right here, and you're going to play with your pinky, you're going to play that 4th. It's called a sus4 or a suspended chord. He's only going to play on the G string and the B string, and then because he's got that open D tuning, he gets that with the E, A, and D string. So that first chord is this, and then he's going to come down here and play that major 3rd portion of it. Then he's going to play A major, but only the top 3 strings, and here's your major 3rd. And he's going to suspend that by playing the 4th. Then he's going to come down and play what would be a C sus4, a C suspended chord. He's again only on the G string and on the B string, and he's going to play all the open strings here. But instead of resolving it back to the major here, he actually holds onto it, and then with his pointer finger he reaches up and frets the 3rd fret on the E string and plays that. And then G major right here, just across the top 3 strings. Then he's going to go to G minor, which he plays right here, because if this is your G minor right here, you're just going to play those top 3 strings. And he's going to reach up here and he's going to play the 5th fret on the B string, which is a 6th. So here you have a minor 6, and then let go of it. So you get this. Then the next portion of this, he plays what would be an open G, and he's got the 2nd here with this A string open, major 3rd on the 2nd, and then again the suspended right here, and then he's going to use the open D and the open G to give you, to accent that. So this is the rhythm here. Then he goes to the 1st fret on the A string and reaches up and plays the G. Then he takes that whole riff and he moves it down to the E string. Now because you have the D string or the E string tuned down to a D, you can't play a bar chord like this. If you wanted to play this F, you'd actually have to play the root right here on the 3rd string. So you're going to get this. And he's going to play this next chord, the first 5 strings. He doesn't play the E on there. Then he's going to pick down E, B, G, D, and then do some more picking here on the E, A, and D string. Then he's going to come up here to this B, except he's only going to play 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, and he's going to leave the B string and the E string open. Then he's going to play an F again, except he's going to put an A in the bass. He's going to play 3rd fret on the D string, which is an F, and he's going to play the 5th fret on the G string, which is that bar chord. Then he slides up here to the A, and again, this is the 3rd, which is the major. He suspends it right here on the 7th fret of the G string, and then he's going to play the 7th there, so you get this. Then he lets go of that suspended chord, so you get the dominant 7 feel of that A. Then he's going to come up and play the open D. And then this is where all of the cool little finger picking goes. There's a pattern to it, and it's actually pretty simple. He plays the B and the E string, then he comes down and plays the G and the B, then he comes down and plays the D and the G. Then when he goes back up to the top, he's going to release that 2nd fret on the E, and then you're going to play right down it one more time. Then when you play the open E to the 2nd fret of the E, you're going to play the B and the E string both times so that you can make that change. Now you're going to go back down. Then he comes back up and he's going to play the B and the E again the whole time while he's making this change. So he's going to go like this. Then he's going to come down and play the G and the B, which is all he has time to play until he comes to the C. Now you're going to play this C chord like this, so you're actually going to use your ring finger and your pinky to play the 3rd fret on the B string and the 3rd fret on the E string. It's actually a C9. Now you don't want the E in there because that would be a major, and he doesn't play that. He only plays the open G along with these other things here. And then he's going to play the B and the E, and then he's going to pick the G and the B twice. And then again. Then he's going to play the B and the E while he moves down from the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and the 1st fret on the E string, so you get this. And then you're going to play the open G and the B here. But what you want to do is try to keep that E string open. Because he gets that sound in there. Then the next chord is going to be like you did in the beginning when you were playing those chords. And you're going to pluck the B and the G string. Then you're going to reach up with your pointer finger and you're going to play the 2nd fret on the G string, and then you're going to pluck the D and the G, and you've got your pinky here on the 3rd fret. And then you're going to come back up and pluck the D and the G. Then you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to reach up here and you're going to play the 2nd fret on the G and the 1st fret on the B, and you're going to pluck the G and the B. Then you're going to come back down and play this chord. And then do the same thing again. From there, it's going to go to an A dominant 7. Here's your A. He's going to suspend it right here, but he's also going to take this note and he's going to release it so it's open. So you get this. And he's going to use the open E to get that melody. And then when he comes down to the G, you actually are going to play the 5th fret because the G's not here because you tuned down. So you're going to play the 5th fret here, and then you've got the open G. You're going to start up here on the 2nd fret though, and you're going to use that open E again to keep that melody going. And then back to the sus dominant 7. Then when he does the climb, it's D major, just right up the B string. He's going to start with open G, and then he's going to come up here, he's going to play the 2nd fret, move up to the 3rd fret. Now here you are on D, and you're just going to play that major scale up there. The hardest part of that little run is just getting the timing there, but if you listen to the song enough times, you'll get it. And those are all the major points to playing the intro, verse, and chorusy parts for little guitars.